All right. Does anybody else have any
I do.
paranormal
You have
stories?
a paranormal situation, Trev?
Yeah.
Like something that's
I
happened to you?
wouldn't do, to be quite honest.
Oh.
What?
I looked for it.
Oh, yo, we should really do an episode where we go, like,
Oh,
paranormal hunting.
Well, I know what place.
Comment if you want to see that.
Comment while we're leaving the month of
Hold on, no,
October.
I need to know
pretty soon.
multiple. So you definitely believe in ghosts, 100%.
I don't. Hold on. Let me wash my pumpkin.
Oh, nice. He just
Okay,
really-
once you start telling that story, I'm going to start carving mine.
Yeah, take over, Trev. Tell us about your ghostly sexual experience.
So, started when I was 3 years old.
Whoa!
No,
Whoa.
joke.
Wait, sexual?
Okay. I know that was the joke. Okay, so here's the main one here. Well, there's a couple, but I'm going to start with this one because this one always freaked me out. This was one of my first real paranormal experiences. I was always addicted to, like, those ghost hunting shows. My favorite is Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel. I will plug them. I like that show. And
Is it real?
I believe it is because they have dozens of episodes that they find literally nothing happens. So when they're investigating a place and nothing happens, to me that's actually the best proof that they're legitimate because it's like there's other shows that like something crazy happens every episode. It's like like every place is haunted. Like yeah, kind of. Not to mention they have done shows where they're like we don't think this place is haunted. Like we think these people are making it up. There's been episodes like that. So it's like again. That gives me some legitimacy. They do over-exaggerate, I will say that. Okay. But you can't do a show like that and not over-exaggerate a little bit. And also, I will say, they're always completely in the dark. You know how extra terrifying it is when you're actually in a situation and you're in the complete dark? And even if it's the boiler going on, you hear something, you're very jumpy. You know, it's very different when the lights are all off.
But they've had things happen?
They've had a brick. Their most famous footage is a brick thrown at them on video.
Couldn't that just be someone?
No, you can actually see the brick leave the floor and hit them. Like it's actually completely. This was an old video too. This is like one of their oldest, maybe from the 2001 or something like that. Like before, you could easily do that. Okay. And not to mention, they were actually with like 15 other people when it happened, and all of them witnessed it. Oh. So anyway, I was always into that stuff. So I was always into ghost hunting. I've always been into videography, so I'd always have cameras, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ghost hunting with my cameras. So. My mother's house, it's an older house built in like the 50s, 60s. And we don't really know the history besides that. But obviously I was maybe 14, 15 years old doing my little ghost hunting stuff. There's an app, and I don't know if I still have it. I should look for it. It claims it uses like your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi in your phone to like communicate with spirits. Now, of course, most apps like this are complete bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Well, hold on. So I'm doing my thing, okay? And this app is on. I have the app physically running for like a good hour, and I get nothing out of it, okay? Again, whatever. I don't necessarily... I'm not saying this app is real, but just hear me out. Nothing comes out of it. All of a sudden, I am in the basement. I'm getting these weird, like, chills. Like, and this is the first time I ever felt like this, even. And it literally says, like, something random, like... I think it was a name even. Maybe it was like Tony or something. And I'm like, okay, I was like, oh, that's weird.
That was me.
It was like a spirit box?
Kind of like a spirit box app,
okay.
yeah. And it said name or something, and I felt a little bit chills, and then it was like upstairs. That I remember it said. And so I go upstairs, and I go to my bedroom. And...
You did what the box said to do.
Is undressed, no.
The ghost was undressed?
No. And then it's I get the kind of that chills again, and I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, and it goes another 10 minutes without saying anything. And I'm like starting to chill out a little bit, I'm relaxing, and then it says outside. And then I look outside, and as soon as I like look outside the window, it says gas. And you're not gonna believe like what was there. It was literally...
A fart.
No, it was a gas truck. Like one of those oil gas trucks that would deliver like, you know, heating oil to your house. Yeah. They're parked right outside my house. So like that was like one of the first experiences where I don't believe the app fully, but what are the coincidences of this app? And it will be on for an hour sometimes, not say anything. But then it says go upstairs and it says outside gas, right when there is like a gas truck right outside my house.
GPS tracking.
This is also a long time ago. This was the iPhone 4.
I still believe that. They could GPS tracking or just big coincidence. It could have said gas for something that you heard and say gas. Or like a gas. I don't know.
The gas for Minecraft?
You know what? Maybe.
I just think that was a big coincidence. However, I'm not putting a lot of credibility in that. However, you want to hear the best one, and that is Shades of Death Road. I've been there several times to investigate, but every time I go there, no joke, there is issues with equipment failure. So Ozzy Osbourne's son, he does a bunch of paranormal shows and everything. He actually went there to investigate, and then
Shades of Death Road.
yeah. And when they were there, I found the episode. It's really hard to find. I had to pirate it or something, but I finally found the episode. I watched the whole thing.
Oh my god, pirating?
This episode's from like 20 years ago, so I'm not feeling that bad. And you can't find it anywhere. Anyway, the entire time they're there, they're having camera malfunctions. They had a flat tire. They didn't really actually get to see anything, but the entire time they're having equipment failure. I didn't know that till afterwards because I didn't get to see this episode till after. But every time I've gone there, I've had massive equipment failure. Whether it's cameras failing to record, that I've never had an issue with a camera before. So cameras just malfunctioning, audio recorders not working, you name it. It's happened in that regard. And be careful whoever goes over there now, because now he's peeing there. So it's just really bizarre, and I've had so many issues with it. But here's the best thing that I have discovered, which I've never said publicly, but I will say now.
What?
Uh-oh.
Breaking news!
Breaking news!
Let's hear it.
So I always found this really bizarre and weird. I'm sorry, I'm getting very distracted by Jaco. Is he gonna poop there?
Do it.
Well, because we've made it so he really doesn't have a lot of room to do anything.
He's gonna eat the seeds.
No, don't eat that seeds. Is he eating pumpkin?
No.
I mean, it's not bad for him, is it?
I don't know.
Oh, he didn't like the smell. Oh,
He's taking a shit on them.
Is he really?
no, not yet.
Oh, looks like it was going to. Okay, back to the story.
Okay. There's some paranormal puppy stuff going on over there. Okay, so Shades of Death Road is a very mysterious place in general. A lot of weird connections. Here's one of the weirdest connections I discovered in my investigation, and I'm still actively making a video that's been 3 years in the making on Shades of Death Road. And that is, what are the coincidences that this very dark road that allegedly has lots of deaths and paranormal activity, one of the planes that hit the Twin Towers in 9/11 directly crossed that road. And when I say directly across, it directly crossed almost exactly where all the haunted activity happens on the road.
Like that same day, like 9/11 day, or
No, just on September 11th, 2001, you can look at the flight track information of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at it on Google Maps, you see where part of the road it crossed. It crosses pretty much exactly where the lake is there, where all the paranormal activity happens.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Brandon, did you really just ask if the plane that was in the 9/11 crash crossed on 9/11?
like cross like that field?
On 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11 day?
I'm not going to answer that.
It sounds such like a happy day when you say, "Oh, it's 9/11 day, guys."
No, because
Happy holiday.
I don't know how long that plane. Like obviously that plane took other flights, like days before, weeks before.
Okay, well, no shit, it's going to go over a road or something like that beforehand.
Exactly. So that's what
He's just coming at you for no reason, Brandon.
you coming at me too.
I did not.
You look like a clown.
You said some dumb shit before, but
Yo, what the fuck were you doing?
it's just the wrong side. That's all. I got